to the big house, Michigan Stadium. Just about to turn the corner into the back half of the season here on EA Sports College Football. It is Week 7. It's the Utah Utes and the Michigan Wolverines. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the Big House has to be at the top of your list. One of the most unique stadiums. It is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And the Utes ready to kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Give to the single back. Got room at the 35. Flying down the left side. The 20. Into the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
Yeah, these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And he'll bring it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run for it. It's Parker. Turning it on. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. It's got to make a statement today.
That's a third down the offense simply had to have there. You're obviously trailing early in this game. You're trying to generate some momentum. So third down, defense is playing zone. You just got to find the soft spot in coverage, make it easy on your quarterback. Those two guys able to link up.
Here's a gift to Parker. All right, guys, let's take a beat here and think about Utah. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and, man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, it's so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Finding some room. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And how about setting the tone right there? Like, you're going to cover this guy coming across the field. get it to him early on the first drive. Let him know this playmaker is going to be touching the ball early and often, and he picks up the big game.
The Utes are moving quickly down the field. To the air, it's Dampier. Bringing the heat. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The run inside. It's Briggs. Breaks into the open. All the way. Touchdown, Utah. Extra point here will tie the game. And right down the middle. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And the capper came on a 34-yard jump to the end zone. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quarterback making checks. They'll keep it on the ground. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. See that maze in blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way and do just this, what we did right here. Move the sticks, get first downs on the ground. That's who Michigan is.
Leaves it with the back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
That's a statement by the defense. Offense is trying to get physical. They're running power. They're pulling the backside guard, and you blow the play up in the backfield for a loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Underwood. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
It'll be 3rd and long. To throw, it's Underwood. Got him downfield. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most.
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Finds his man. It's Hansen. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. He wants to change this route. Bryce Underwood to the air again. Zings it complete to the right. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Oh, he's got some. Heading to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone. You love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Back to throw, it's Dampier. Buying some time. Now he's going to throw it all the way back across the field. Makes the grab on the left side. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And, man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call, and that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open receiver.
Looking downfield on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Utes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Using his feet. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So first down here as they go back to work. Quarterback keeps it. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. Under fire. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, looking to pass. Pocket breaking down. And it's caught. Touchdown, Utes. setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good to finish things off. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. He'll try it again. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand their...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Quarterback may change this route. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on fourth. Still on his feet at the 45. Wide open on the right. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone.
949 Rockstar. 949 Rockstar.
They'll run it from the gun. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Throwing, Underwood. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Just down here, he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him.
On the run from inside his own 5. Rams him with the stiff arm. He's out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Dropping back, it's Dampier. With the catch, it's Simmons. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Utes are in the hurry-up.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Snagged out of the air. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Running inside. It's Bray. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. Looking to throw for it. He's got an open man. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. And the Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff for Parker. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. From the red zone, looking for a space. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
And he can fill up the hand now with that big man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Now they'll try the right side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Well, they were trying to run a sweep, but they got put in the dustpan real fast.
And defenses understand, I cannot let fast guys get on the edge. I got to get that ball turning back towards the middle. Really good job of understanding that. Understanding if he gets too far outside from them big boys, they aren't even in the play. They're just chasing and running. So nice job by the defense not allowing that ball to get outside.
Timeout called by the Utes. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Quarterback making adjustments. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Here's Underwood to throw. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the 1st half. Going to the run, it's Parker. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for room. It's Marshall. There he goes. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
They want to run this quarterback. Maybe a crease. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Kill. 390, twilight.
Might be calling a hot route.
Bender.
Underwood. Sends it downfield. Goes high to pull it in. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10.
Hey, kill it. 139 Albatross. 130 Mustang.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Got his man. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
Kill.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
And he made the extra point without problem. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll start on the ground with Wayshawn Parker. He's got the first down, but he's going to need a lot more than that. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. Let's kick things off with Jacksonville State taking on the number 18 team, the Virginia Tech Hokies. And it's the Gamecocks with a statement victory here and a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And this one gets them to 5 wins on the year, which isn't cause for a campus-wide celebration, but it's proof the coaching staff is getting through to this team. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
They'll open the second half with a run. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. To the air, it's Dampier. Here's a heat. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot. Got it down the field. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The Utes want to move quickly.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It can happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. He wants to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make 1st downs. 1st and 15 here. Looking for space. It's Marshall. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Go! Magic, magic.
The offense changing the play.
Go, go.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Makes the catch. It's Marshall. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Underwood from the gun on third down. It's caught along the sidelines, but he's out of bounds. Would have had the first down if he could have stayed in the field of play.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Looking to the big tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. There's been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gray. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34. And the Utes want to crank the tempo. Looking downfield. It's Dampier. Makes the grab. Makes the grab in their space. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Utes!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive.